In this tutorial, let's talk about how to add course content. At the beginning of your course, you will notice that there's a little icon here showing that there's no information here. It's empty. Once you have added some content, this sign will no longer show. To add content to your course, first of all, you need to decide where you need to put the content. And naturally, I would put the course syllabus, your bio, things like this, the generic information about this course in the course information area. And I would put everything else, like your PowerPoint presentation, your lecture notes, your reading materials, the interaction with your course, and the quizzes and exams in the course content area. But you don't have to do exactly that. You can add a little tab here called assignments or quizzes or exams. It's up to you basically. Let's give you an example of how to add some content to this course. For instance, I want to add a syllabus. Let me go to the course information. That's where I want to add my syllabus. Once you click on this folder, you will notice there is a build content here. That's where you can choose any of the ways you can add a course content. You can add course item. Basically, that's a written description of something, and a file attachment. You can add some media content in here. You can add some learning modules in here. You can add some new page within this page. You can also add photos or YouTube videos that are mashups to this folder. Let me just start by adding a course syllabus. The course syllabus is written in Word file, so that would be an attachment, so that would be a file. So I click on File. If I click on File, it brings me two options to browse for this file. I can just select it directly from my computer if I know where it is. Or I can browse the course, provided that I have put my syllabus in the file manager first. Let me give it a try. Let me try a browse course first. Because I remember I put the syllabus in the file manager at some time earlier. Yes, I have a Word file in this folder. Let's give it a try. Yeah, there's a syllabus in here. I select the syllabus, and then I click on Submit. By default, the name is the file name, but I can change this to a course syllabus, or to easily identify this, I can call it 2011 summer course syllabus. You can have this open in a new window or not. You can permit the user to view this content. Of course, you choose yes for that. And for track number of views, that tracks how many people have viewed your syllabus. It doesn't hurt to choose yes. You can also select when you want this to be available, or until what time you want this to be available. And then you submit this, but you don't have to select this. You submit this. See, now you have added your course syllabus to this folder. The next thing that I want to do is to assign a textbook for this information folder. You might want to say that the textbook information is already in the syllabus, but sometimes students need exact addition or price, this ISBN, this kind of information that you might not have provided in the syllabus. But this is a very handy tool. Let me show you how to do that. You can search for the textbook. For instance, I'm going to search for a book called Macroeconomics. And I want to have the currency as US dollar. Now I'm going to click on Go. See, a whole bunch of textbooks will be shown. You can select the ones that you want to assign to your class. For instance, well, I should have narrowed down my search a little bit further because this brings too many choices for me. Let's pretend that I want this textbook. Okay, then I would select this. See, this will show students all the information they need about this textbook. It has the ISBN number, the author, the publisher, so you don't have to type in this information yourself. And then you can write a little description about this textbook or where to find it, and then you submit it. So now we have the textbook, we have the syllabus. The next thing I want to do is just add a bio about myself for students to see. Since my bio may be a little bit short paragraph, I don't want to use an attachment because students will then need to open that and view it in Word, etc. So how about we just add this text directly within Blackboard so that they don't have to open any attachment. To do that, you need to click on this item here and then give it a name, put bio for instance, and then in the text area you can copy and paste your bio information in here, or you can type it here directly. See, I already have something open here. I have a bio here already. I'm going to copy this and paste it in this area. Nothing seems to have been pasted, but actually there is something here, but it's white. The font is white, and my background is white, so it's not going to show. To get rid of the white font, the format issue, a better way to do this is just copy to this HTML mode. See, you notice here there is a toggle HTML source mode icon here, like two brackets. Click on that, and this will shift you to the HTML mode where you will see the codes, HTML code. You don't have to know any of this. Just get rid of that and repaste the content in here. Now that get rid of all the spam codes and all the formats. Now this bio is going to be shown here. You can also add a little image to this description here if you want. Once again, I can browse for this image from my computer or from the course, provided I have included this image in the file manager first. So I already have it here, so I'm going to select that, submit it. Now a dialog box comes up here asking you to provide an alternative text for screen readers to show. I can just call it Berlin photo, and I can set the width and the height. For instance, my photo is just a little bit wide, just too big, so I'm going to reduce it a little bit. So the original width is 293 and height is 300, so I'm going to reduce that in half. 150. It's not exactly proportional, but that may make me look a little bit thinner, so I don't mind that. And then I can click on submit, so you will see my image here right now. I click on submit. See, my picture is going to be added here, but it's within this text, so I'm going to hit enter to make it go to the next line, and then I submit it. See, now I have a syllabus, I have a textbook, and I have a bio. I can move this around if I want. Okay. So that's basically some information you'll need for your own information area. And most of the content, however, can go to the content area. Because as the semester goes on, you might have too much information for the content. So it is a very good idea for you to put things into folders. So I would start by clicking on content folder to create some folders like week 1. Then I click on submit. So I created a folder for week 1. I can create another folder for week 2. Submit it. Then I want to put all the PowerPoint or any other information for week 1 under this folder. Click on that folder. Let's say I'm going to add a PowerPoint to this folder. So we'll select File. This PowerPoint, I don't have it within this Files folder. So I'm going to browse my own computer. And I'm going to find this file. Let's go to my desktop and search for a file, like using blocks for teaching. Choose that. and by default the name is the file name. I can get rid of the pp file extension to make it look a little bit neater. And then I click on submit. So now I have my PowerPoint included in this week 1 folder. You can add all sorts of other information in this folder as well. You can add some audio to this folder if the audio is very short and the file size is not very large. If it is very large, very long, you might want to consider some other options which you can consult the North Institute for advice. If it's pretty short, you can just add it directly. You can browse my computer or the course, just the way you attach a PowerPoint file. If I want to add a YouTube video, that can also be done. If this video is already on the internet, is already in YouTube, you can just search for it within Blackboard. That is a really nice feature for that. For instance, let's search for Blackboard 8. Is me. That's a video I created sometime earlier and put it in Blackboard so I know what the title is. Yeah, we click on go. So it's going to search the entire YouTube database for this video. If you do not know, if this search doesn't come up with anything, or if you forget what the title is, you can go to YouTube, for instance, to search for it directly in here. You can actually, for instance, click on enjoy Blackboard 8 is mean. See, there is a share function here, and then there's an embed here.
Blackboard 8 is going down,
Okay, then you can copy the information in here and paste to Blackboard 8. But hopefully that's too complicated, so I can just search for this here. I actually found it, so I preview it, and then okay, this is what I need. I watched this first myself.
Blackboard 8 is going down, Blackboard 8.
And then that's indeed what I need. Then I want to select it. You can include this as a thumbnail or an embedded video. I choose embed video and then submit it. See, now I have a PowerPoint and a YouTube video in here. You can also add text in here. You can also add blogs, discussion posts in here, or something else. This just a folder where you can put all sorts of information that you can share with the students. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. I will post some other ones later on. Thank you very much for your time.